shadow. That's right. All right, so an introduction to goalkeeping, just to give you some ideas. Handling, footwork, some cooperation when we got them into partners, and then basic movements over there, and just an ability to work with a big group, get everybody to be a goalkeeper, and then work with the people who are between the green cones, just focusing on the goalkeepers. So it's a simple activity. It starts out and it gets, I guess you would say, it's not very exciting to begin with, but then you can keep building on it to get the movements going, and the whole thing starts to come together a little bit. And then we went into the 4 versus 4 game to any corner. Focus now on the delivery and the distribution. Then we brought it all back to the game. And we played the game, a different type of game, just because I wanted more goalkeepers involved. So I played a 4-goal game with bigger sized goals, so that more goalkeepers would be involved, rather than just playing a regular game where it's 5v5, 6v6, and the goalkeepers get very little action. So just things to think about. For me, and it's definitely for me, this is only my opinion, I am of the mindset that every youth player should be exposed to goalkeeping sessions. You should take at least one of your coaching sessions throughout the season and run the whole team through these type of activities to introduce them to goalkeeping.
Okay. What's the club have to go to them? Or like some clubs do like goalkeeping training?
What age? It's up. Well, it's U10 day.
This is the time you start the goalkeeping.
Is it time for start?
Under 10, that's right.
U10 day. U10 day. And again, look, I am a million miles removed from being a specialised goalkeeper trainer. You know, I look at the schedule that Jacob sends out to my assignment, and the one I'm dreading the most, goalkeeping. I don't look like a goalkeeper, I don't act like a goalkeeper. I am just glad that Bert Spencer's on this course, because I know he's played a little bit in the goal. Okay, so I'm happy that he's here, because I know that he can demonstrate much better than I ever could, and he did. So I got him to do most, if not all, of the demos. Yeah, but all of the activities we did, I think, were fun enough. Maybe not the first 2, but we can get them there. Were fun enough and had enough movement and activity in them that you could put a full team through those activities without too much problem. If you've got 16 players, if we go back to the goalkeeper and 2 passers either side, you just put the 4th player in the group in the middle. So now it's receive a ball from one side, receive a ball from the middle, receive a ball from the other side, or whatever combination you want to put out there. So, did I use guided discovery?
Yes.
I used a good amount of commando, didn't I? Because I wanted you to understand what I wanted and how I wanted it done. And sometimes using command style just gets that done a little bit more efficiently. But I certainly used guided questions whenever I thought, yeah, now's a good time to do that. Because the situation had arose where we could start the dialogue. Was there implications for the game in there? Yeah. Was my information clear, concise and correct? About as correct as it was going to be, considering that I can test goalkeepers and everything to do with the position. And I'm happy you've got that on tape. Send that out to the world. What else was it? Was it fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
It ends up being fun, doesn't it? It may not start out that way, but just implementing something like the split roll pass into the warm-up, just things like that. So you need to be creative within the activity to figure that out. I'm not sure how, but in the second activity, which is just a simple basic goalkeeper movement, goalkeeper handling, working into defenders, move into positions to receive the ball. I'm not sure how you make that fun, but I'm pretty sure I could devise a way if given enough time. but I do think we need an amount of time where it's just them without pressure, so they're getting the idea of what to do. And then we can get them into more complex things. Was it simple to complex?
Yes.
Yep. Any questions?
When you say put the whole group through a training session, is
Yes.
that like once a month? Or
I would say, I don't know if you've got the time to do it once a month, but I would for sure say once a season.
Once a season?
If we don't ever expose them to it, because you know what it's like. This again,
Nobody
I've spent
knows.
very little time in this state, but this I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that this is the way things are. In practice, who wants to go in goal? Everybody does.
Absolutely.
In the
You
game.
get to the game on a Saturday or Sunday, your number one goalkeeper can't be there for whatever reason. Who's going in goal?
Nobody.
Nobody.
And you know what? We had it in the final game, didn't we? On the green team. Who wanted to go in goal?
Nobody.
Nobody. So if you never expose them to it, they're never going to really have a feel for what the situation, the demands of the position are, and they're never going to want to do it. So you've got to think about things like that. So, any other questions? I give you all that, you have one question.
All goals was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are all goalkeepers crazy?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you
I
think
think
about
the
it, you have
best
to
one
be
that
to a
I've-
certain extent to
Yeah,
put
you're gonna have
yourself
a touch of
in
crazy in them. The
with them
best one.
going butt down.
Because keeper's mistake is goal, and you need to protect.
But again, that's a mindset, isn't it? The goalkeeper says, I don't want to go in goal because I'm going to get blamed if I
Every
let
goal.
the goal in.
Yeah.
And you have to make it clear to them that it's never their fault. It's always the people in front of them who are to blame.
That's it.
But there's always an exception to that rule.
The one that trickles within the leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach, if you've got a player that exclusively wants to play goalkeeper,
Yes.
is that a good idea? Or?
It's an okay thing, but I certainly would, because the game now is demanding that goalkeepers play more with their feet anyway. So, and I would impress that upon them. Listen, I appreciate the fact you always want to be goalkeeper, but the best goalkeepers in the world are great soccer players with their feet. Anybody see Nick Raimondo in the Gold Cup?
Beautiful person.
I thought Eric Ronaldo was in love with him. He was in love with him. Why? Because of his footwork and his ability just to play as a soccer player. Yeah, so that's the way I would sell it to them. The best goalkeepers in the world are good with the feet. Commentators love
I don't think Van der Sar's good with
I
his
think
feet.
that's one of the advantages too of having a goalkeeper team and rotating all your players through.
it. Yes.
Is that what I've seen typically, at least on my team the last couple of years, is my goalkeeper would get blamed by the entire team. You let that in, you let that in. I think if everybody takes a turn, they'll realize how difficult it is.
The demands of the position.
Exactly.
And I'd also say, I got actually my mistake last year. Two goalkeepers got pulled up. It was not cool. None of my other players played. We went into a Saturday game for the first time, and it was a learning experience. Needless to say.
Learning experience, Reed lost 11 months. Well, that's good. That's good. It's a wake-up call. Anything else? Thank you.